It's back, baby. This video is so monumental for so many different reasons. First of all, I haven't done a cutting video of any sort in so long. In fact, I can't remember when I cut my hair last. Secondly, blonde Stella. In my last video, I tried dyeing my hair white. That kind of failed miserably. So I was like, I'm not really sure how long I want to keep the hair. Funnily enough, it's grown on me so much because it's got this like summer vibe to it. I can't properly vibe with it. This blonde hair is making me act so differently and I love it. See what hair dyes can do for you? Great, so I'm really excited for this video and I'm going to jump in it in a second. Really quickly before that, I'm extremely excited to announce that this video is sponsored by Squarespace. I really love Squarespace. You're going to know more about them at the end of the video, but today I'm cutting my hair, or rather I'm cutting a fringe. I'm starting with a fringe because I feel like that will kind of guide me whether I want to actually cut my hair at a later stage in my life, but for now, taking the leap of just cutting a fringe. And I'm doing that for a few different reasons. First of all, Billie Eilish has a fringe. She's also blonde. She's also really sexy. So I'm taking inspiration from her. I'm gonna kind of use her cut paired with some other cuts as like my main inspiration, but that's kind of the fullness of it is kind of what I'm after. Secondly, I realized that I'm in my comfort cut. I'm in the stage in my hair life where maybe hair color wise I'm getting a bit experimental, but haircut wise, the one length A-line cut, no layers, that is my comfort hair. I've had that for pretty much 3 years in a row. I don't really differ from that ever. So I felt like I'm in a bit of a hair rut at the moment. I feel like I'm going a bit boring. My life can be boring, my fashion can be boring, but when my hair is boring, then we are problematic. And if I feel like the fringe isn't enough, I might give myself a more adventurous haircut to match it. Oh, look at my eyes. I'm actually really proud of this look today because I wasn't going for this because this is a bit gutsy for me. But I kind of like it. It kind of looks like my black eye that I had earlier this year. It's time to get into this video, which is a bummer. Because I'm sitting here, I'm looking at my monitor, and I'm thinking I'm actually liking the way my hair is at the moment. Okay, when you see the color like this, it's not great. All right, so, okay. God, I haven't cut a fringe in so long. I don't even know what I need. Ooh. So this is the before, because I'm gonna miss my hair. That's why I'm doing this. What do I need? I need some things. A cape, a comb, clips, maybe a spray bottle. I think I got them all. Okay, when you see it like this, my hair looks disgusting and awful and just... This is the Billie Eilish look that I'm envious of. It's like this very, in my opinion, like American haircut. It's like big and it's styled to look like it's effortless and it's got this curtain bang moment, sure, but it's still quite thick here. I probably will add more like a curtain effect more than hers, but I really like how she's wearing it. I'd be happy with that. So, okay, so as you can see, it starts, so if it was a thin bang, it would start from kind of there, but you can see that the parting kind of starts from back there. So the bang is actually quite long. So I do have to replicate that in the sense that usually I just go up to here when cutting a bang. Now I might go up to further so that it's thicker and it lays heavier. And in the end, I've got a longer bang. Part our hair. Oh. Did you know one of the coolest ways to figure out where your parting is? You run your hair back, push it forwards, and then wherever it splits, that's your parting. So this is my natural parting. This is my hair completely air dried. It's just off center. So I think I'm actually going to base my fringe off of where it's actually going to part. If you have a cowlick, factor that in. I know my boyfriend has one. You literally cannot force that hair to go to the other side. If you're going to cut a fringe, it either has to be extremely thick, so it needs to start from way back here so that it covers that cowlick, or else you have to factor the cowlick into your fringe. Let's just part it a bit more. Again, we're going for quite a thick fringe, so let's start with this. Do not regret this. Do not regret this. I need it to be more triangular. feels like a lot of hair. Oh, I'm the hair person and I'm feeling queasy. Let's go even deeper. I'm a strong person who can handle it. That's how you should go into every haircut, with a bit of trepidation. Is that the word? I think that's the word I'm looking for. Do I have a large forehead? Did I never notice that? This bit is like not melting with the rest of it. So screw it. You're going back, babes. Yep, sure, okay. I am going to completely soak my thing. Usually I do this on dry hair because I feel I can see it better, but in the concept of trying new things and then trying to do things properly, because that is how you're supposed to do things, I'm going to completely wet it and then chop away. I'm again using this really fancy bottle. It's still spraying. It is still spraying. I love it. Wet hair smells so weird. Just like wet dog. My dog smells so weird when she's wet. But then she smells so nice otherwise. Oh, yeah. Cape, because you want to protect yourself, and if you have fuzzy shoes like me in summer, take them off because it's summer. This is kind of a look. The first thing that I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be cutting my guide lines, guide bangs. This is basically the shortest point of our bang that is then going to guide the rest of the haircut. Here's how we do that. 2 little bits from the front. I do want quite a long curtain bang. Again, you can always cut more later, you can't cut less. So the first thing I'm going to do is either do this, but I'm just going to do point cutting so that it breaks up any harsh points. Please be long enough. What a cool color they had. Literally, it was cool. It wasn't a warm color. Alright, so now here comes the rest of the haircut. One of 2 things actually. I can either do the flip up sort of method and then I cut like this. You can't see anything. I think I want to do that just because it's a fun haircut to do. Flip it up and you comb it all upwards. Because I flipped it up, you can see that there's kind of like a multi-dimensional. So this bit is still going to be shorter than this bit. Sort of. I'm going to explain. You use the part that you just used as your guiding point, so it's right there, as you could see, and then you just cut up from there. And then depending on what kind of a curtain I want, I can angle up my fingers as high as possible, so then this bit will be the shortest, this bit be the longest, so then it'll like fan outwards. You can see that because I angled it upwards, this bit is still shorter than this bit. It's like, that's like lying on it, so that I've got layers in my actual bangs. The alternative that I could have done is I could have just literally kept my hair here and then just trimmed it, but then all of this would be equal length and it would be kind of a bit harsh. So there's my guide point. So now just angle it, in my case, as far as I want. You can obviously decide this as you go along. Imagine that's it. Imagine this is the entire tutorial. Wow, I look questionable right now. Okay. Going to kind of do this. You made me hate this city. For these bits, I'm not really going to elevate them because I don't really want layers in them. I'm just going to use my previous cut to cut new cuts. And then up a few times. Ooh. Now just point cut the daylights out of it. Spice it up, baby. Do I look Like I'm from the 80s? Yes, yes I do. Or the 70s, whenever this was in style, this. Do I look questionable? Yes. Will I be able to make it work? I don't know, but we're going to find out. I need to get rid of this hair before I blow dry it to the high head. Don't waste the time I don't have. Bye bye, Stella hair. It was nice to have you on my head, but it was time for you to go. Okay, so I had in mind of blow drying this so that I have a bouncy thing, except it needs to be quite a small brush, but then this is this is like the smallest one I have. Like, I don't know, this would be too small. I'm using this sexy one because it's sexy. But don't waste the time I don't have. Holy schmoly. Look at my parting. Look at how it does not, like even when after I've blow dried it, it just still stays there. You can clearly see where my parting is. What the hell? I feel like I could be a waitress at a diner. Okay, sweetie, what can I get for you? I fit the vibe. Can I not be a waitress? Looks cool even like this. I could vibe with it. But it looks nicest like this. I'm gonna leave it. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and I think I'm gonna style the rest of my hair because I look pretty wild otherwise. Maybe touch up my makeup, and then I'm gonna be back to show you the finished look. I'm going to not touch my bangs anymore because I think they look good. I think they look fun. I think they add a completely new vibe to Stella. In fact, this whole thing I'm feeling is a new vibe. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'll be back to show you the finished result. Great. All right. Alrighty. Okay, babies. This was meant to come all the way around the rubber band, but this is the best we got. My red lipstick's fading. I like this. What? I have bangs. I have the bouncy bangs. I have the movie bangs. Like anytime someone in a movie has bangs, they have this bangs, which is severely unrealistic because it took like 20 minutes to style my bangs. So they always say you should beware the girl that is getting bangs because that girl is going through something. But I mean, you know, so what? Let me go through things with my bangs. So this is the entire tutorial. I'm freaking happy with myself. I think it's quite an interesting look, one that I haven't had for a while and one that I'm very, very happy to have now. It is still, I think, a lighter or less thick bang than what I had initially planned, but I still think it looks really good. I still think it like plays with the colors in my hair quite a bit, and it like frames my face a bit. Alright, I'm really, really freaking happy with this. I just went with like a kind of a funny seashell looking bun. I respect it. This is all my natural color. Very golden, as you can see. I like it. I think it's super fun. It's a super fun take on the money piece because it plays with the money piece, but also the rest of my not so money piece. I'm really curious what it's gonna look like when it's not styled, I'll be really honest. So, you know, keep a lookout for that. That's about it. All of my jewelry is from Monecla. As always, you can use code STELLA10 for 10% off. Really, really amazing. What's even more amazing is that this video was sponsored by Squarespace, which is an incredibly powerful and beautiful platform where people can build their own incredible websites. So if you're looking to start up your own website, that is the place to go. It helps you connect with your audience and you can generate revenue through gated members-only content. You can manage your members, send email communications, and leverage audience insights all on one easy-to-use platform. It's actually really, really amazing if you're especially active on your social media platforms, because you can actually display your posts from your social platforms on your website and also automatically post your website content on your preferred social media page so your followers can see it and share it too. You can display projects and customizable galleries and add password protected pages to share your private work with your clients. So it's seriously incredible. All websites are also immediately optimized for mobile. The content automatically adjusts so your site looks great on any device. You can go to squarespace.com to get your free trial, and when you're ready to launch, you can go to squarespace.com/Cini for 10% off your first purchase when you're purchasing a website or a domain. So use the code, you get 10% off. So that was the entire video. I'm really hoping you liked it. I really hope you'll give it a go, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Can't believe I have bangs.